Hello everybody, I'm High Treason, and yeah, I do keep trying to make videos, but actually coming up with something I think's half decent is becoming difficult. That's a mess. Who cares? So yeah, and I haven't been out on my bike, so you're getting none of those videos. Well, you might do, because I might go out on it later, and I know some people have complained, but you're going to keep getting those, like it or not. I've always wanted to put videos of bicycle related stuff on my channel. It's just my old camera was crap. I'll upload some really old footage one day for people who might be interested in that. So yeah, for people who are into the bicycle videos, this isn't one of them. You have no need to watch this, and videos like this will always be on my channel. For people who like the technology videos and stuff, then this is one of those to an extent, but nothing particularly interesting happens in this. I'm going to try and explain something. It's not a complete idea yet, but anyway, we'll get it out of the way. It's far more interesting things to look at, and that light is doing my eyes in, so it's time to turn the camera around. Because my inventory is expanding, and I'm not going to open any of these up right now, but we will be doing in the future. This thing is, yeah, what do you think's in here? Like, which processor? I'll let you work on that idea, as the video goes on. I have a time computer that's in the same case as this, that has the logo of the processor there. We'll hide it. What do you think's in there? Because you might be a little surprised. Anyways, among other things, I have a Pentium 1, which is, seeing as that's open, I thought that lid was for it. I got those on separate days. Can't find a lid for it because that's so I'll make one. If this one's the right dimensions, maybe I can get it to fit. We'll see. Otherwise, it's a simple piece of sheet metal work, isn't it? I could do that. Don't really have the tools these days, but could do it. So this is a Pentium 1. As it's open, we'll have a quick scout around. We have dust, we have the cache. Remember when you could upgrade those like that? That was fun. Yeah, it was pretty much complete, this system. Nothing fantastic in there. You know, it was probably alright in its time. There's nothing wrong with it, it runs. This one ran first time. None of the other systems I got did. Right, I did have a Pentium 4, but that was knackered. And I didn't even want that. It was, instead of me going and getting that, I'd asked this bloke to get it for me from where this stuff is. And yeah, my memory's out, of course, I'm borrowing that at the moment. Now this is significant because I nearly did a video that had something from inside this, but it's a bit irrelevant now anyway. But that K7 S5A, it's the same motherboard as the first custom build I did with new parts. I've built machines before, but they were always with crap, basically. Mine died a horrible death. I still got the board. I can't bring myself to throw it out. It might have appeared in another video, you know. But this has, I don't know if I ever said on this channel that I always wanted Nathlon 1400 when I was building that, and I couldn't get one. So I had a Duron 750 because it was my pocket money back then that was paying for this stuff. This, I've never seen Nathlon 1400, and this has one. I was going to pull it out and put my Duron in, but turn the clock, the FSB to the right speed, Nathlon 1400. I'm like, that's staying. So yeah, we didn't get a graphics card in it, so it's borrowing my guinea pig one. It has a Firewire card. It's come out of the recording studio, I think. Ethernet card. And these, I don't know what brand they are, but they're the same as the M audio cards. Now, look at these. How much do you think those cost? A lot, right? I'm guessing 70 quid. There's some kind of breakout that plugs into those. It's missing. These can go back because I'm not paying for them. If I did, I'd only pay a fiver though. Because what chip do you think that is? While I'm trying to get to the button on my camera, what chip do you think these things are? I think it's probably specific to this card, isn't it? Don't you think? Nope, not at all. That is, my camera won't focus, but that is an NV24 VIA. But these aren't even VIA, they're ICE Ensemble, so yeah, go figure. Apparently that's the studio grade chip. So those is crap. Don't want those. Don't want this video to run too long. That, you'll recognise the tower there, that's the old Pentium 2 that I was using for a lot of my DOS game videos. But that's not what's in there now, because that kind of just became a bugger to repair, and I placed it with the Pentium 3 that's under there, which is in the same type of case. That's I rebuilt the machine in there, something I had years ago, and I'm not going to say anything about that today. I'll leave you in wonder, but the rebuild's not finished yet. Rather than tell you what's in there, I'll show you the back panel. It's just good on that. Yes, I think that one is very heavy, by the way. Weighs a lot, and those might have something to do with it eventually. These things here. I've got some CD drives as well. What's in there? I've got stuff I don't remember. No, I don't. Right, actually we'll have a look at that real quick, because the whole time that Pentium 2 was in service, I never even showed anyone what was in there. I don't know if anyone ever wondered, but and no, that's not a Pentium 2 before you notice the board's the actual same form as the one that came out. Yeah, if you'd ever wondered what was in there, it was this. A lot of the parts ended up in the Pentium 3. That replaced it, but not as in replaced this board. The one that replaced the system, the one under my desk, not the one that I built in the case this came out of. I'll leave that for you people to, I don't know, you people. Man, people get offended when you say you people. I don't understand why. Or is it only when you say it's someone who has different coloured skin to you? I don't know. If you're offended, then that's tough shit. So that was the motherboard that was in there. Legend QDI. It's a bit defective now. Processor's alright though. We'll use it for something less strenuous when I need it. It's the graveyard cupboard, I think you've seen that before. Actually, if you have a good memory, you might realise what ended up in that other case. Now, let me see. One last thing to look at. This thing is a bloody scrapyard that runs on electricity. You see, the video I didn't do, but I did. I'll upload it if you want me to, but it's 18 minutes long. You see how that heatsink looks? You see, it's a little bit coarse in places. It's had a hard life. But yeah, now what was that I just rubbed on it? And you see, what I've done is I've cleared it up. You can get better performance out of it. And basically that's what the other video I made was going to be. I was going to show you, polishing the heatsink up. Basically a cheap way of improving heatsinks by something as simple as that. Because the resources used would probably last you for a good 50 heatsinks, I imagine, if you didn't use them for anything else. But that's for another time. If you're interested in it, let me know. If I get enough people asking for it, I'll upload it. But I personally think it's crap. Yeah, this thing is a bit of a scrappy. That is a K6 500. Back when heatsinks had paint and no thermal paste, that's where the memory ended up. The capacitors there are bulging, you can just see, so those might have to be replaced. Floppy drive. There's a hard drive out of my guinea pig drive box, as is that top one, but those two are new. I've just got those today. There's ones in them caddies as well, so maybe they didn't know those was in there. I might keep that quiet. So this thing, this K6, let's start it, see what it does. This thing's definitely shipshape. That might be bad. There's my hand, look. I'm not touching anything. I'm touching anything there, look. See? Nothing. I can't possibly have teared the system off from here. That switch is all the way over there, and that power switch is all the way over there. There's those capacitors, I think, that are doing it. The one that runs the SCR. I know I could potentially destroy the system doing this, but just hold the power button in for a while. And it probably won't actually boot. But you'll hear the hard drive do some weird stuff, and eventually those capacitors will start holding a bit of charge, but you can't go any further than that at the moment. You just saw it, K6 500, and I had to stop it from overheating, as I am with the Athlon 1400, because AMD chips always like to get hot. If it's not on fire, it's not passing quality control. I don't like that power supply. Whether that caused the blowing caps or it's landed up bad because of them. Even if I jam that fan, that's making some horrible noises of its own electronically, so 235 watts. This thing is well and truly flogged. But I'm going to have some fun with it. And seeing as it is pretty much empty, maybe I can use it in one of those videos I was on about, where I was going to show you about building your own old gaming systems, playing DOS games and stuff, because this thing would be ideal. These things were really common, so there's a lot of them left out there. You know, I've had this exact model of motherboard before, so these would be ideal for starting out if you've not tried to do it before. If you could get something like this, maybe not this particular board because these are prone to blowing caps, but there will have been other models. Has it frozen this time? It's frozen every other time I've started it. Yeah. Well, what do you know? We're only at 34 degrees Celsius. No point saving that. Right, well I think I'm pretty much done here. For now, anyway. Yeah, it's 6:05 in the morning, according to this. Yeah, well, bollocks to that. Yeah, it will never start. It can't detect my hard drive this time round. It's in a bit of a... it's fallen out with it for some reason. It does that. Right, well, that's all I've really got for today. I was going to tell you about something I was thinking of with this channel, and I shall do that in a second, but I want to put my camera down for a minute because I'm getting cramp in my hand. The camera's mounted on my helmet still, so it's hard to unmount it now. Anyway, it saves me needing a stand because I'll make something to put my helmet on top of. Should be a good idea, right? yeah, I've decided I'm going to leave that as a separate video, whether that goes up first or whether it goes up after this one. I haven't made my mind up. Yeah, so I'm high treason, and I will see you all later. Thanks for watching.